A single mother risked her life to save her boss's daughter. Without thinking about herself, she pushed the girl out of the way. But in the next moment, a heavy storage rack loaded with cargo crashed down on her, killing her instantly. After her death, her 5-year-old son was left completely alone and orphaned. Wanting to repay his mother's sacrifice, the boss adopted the boy and raised him as his own son. The boss's daughter, Emma, also promised to protect him for the rest of his life. As the years passed, whenever anyone bullied the boy at school, Emma immediately stood up for him. Whenever he cried from nightmares at night, she would rush to his room, lie beside him, and comfort him. Little by little, her protectiveness turned into love, and then into possessiveness. She couldn't stand the thought of another girl liking him. She would directly threaten the girls, saying, "Are you still trying to seduce my brother?" The girls could only stay quiet and say no. But her father didn't approve of her feelings at all. In his eyes, they were brother and sister, even though they weren't related by blood. Still, Emma refused to give up. On the day they finished their college entrance exams, she finally confessed, "I love you." After protecting him for 10 years, she hadn't even realized when those feelings had turned into love. But the truth was, the boy had fallen in love with her too. 4 years later, at their college graduation ceremony, Ryan proposed to Emma. They both thought their happy life was finally about to begin, but they had no idea that this would be the last truly happy moment of their lives. After graduation, Ryan started working while Emma took over her father's company. Ryan wanted to give his wife a beautiful life, so he worked day and night. Eventually, his health collapsed from overwork and he had to be hospitalized. But afraid that Emma would worry about him, he forced himself to go home that very night despite being exhausted. The moment he walked inside, the ground seemed to disappear beneath his feet. He found the woman he loved lying in the arms of an intern. Later, Emma tried to explain herself. "I really drank too much. I promise it will never happen again." But betrayal was still betrayal, and Ryan refused to forgive her. So to prove she was serious, Emma used her authority as the company owner to fire the intern. Then she asked, "Are you happy now?" In the end, Ryan forgave her and the two got married. After their wedding, Emma made Ryan quit his job and stay home. Ryan thought she had done it because she was worried about his health. But one day, he went to the office to bring her some food, and the ground fell out from under him again. The very intern Emma had claimed to fire was still working there. That's when Ryan realized the truth. She had only made him quit his job so she could keep him in the dark. Furious, Ryan grabbed the intern and beat him up before demanding a divorce from Emma. He decided to pack everything and leave the house for good. But the moment his adoptive father saw the divorce papers, he suddenly suffered a heart attack. Meanwhile, Emma was still with the intern and had no idea what was happening to her husband. Ryan rushed his adoptive father to the hospital, but on the way, his attention was distracted and their car slammed directly into a large truck. In the horrific crash, both of his adoptive parents were killed. When Emma arrived at the hospital, she blamed everything on Ryan. She told him, "If I had never met you, my parents would still be alive today." Holding back his pain, Ryan replied, "You're right. And if I had never met you, my mother wouldn't have died trying to save you either." Those words suddenly brought back a forgotten memory. Years ago, Ryan's mother had sacrificed her own life to save Emma. Terrified of losing Ryan, Emma locked him inside the house and told him she was pregnant with his child. Wanting to give the baby a complete family, Ryan once again accepted her and forgave her. But this time, Emma became even more reckless. She often threatened to harm their unborn child to keep Ryan under her control, while openly meeting the same intern behind his back. When Ryan finally learned everything, he rushed over to stop them. But the intern suddenly pulled out a knife and lunged straight at him.